So, welcome to day 2 in this special masterclass. I'm live on Instagram right now and on YouTube, so you can go watch the replay anywhere you want. So, day 2 of the masterclass, if you haven't seen day 1, I invite you to go see it even after this class if you're right now live. And as usual, as I say in introducing any class or any teachings, I invite you to listen to what's going on, not only with your brain, your mind, not only just to wait for the information, the tips, the tools, the things that will probably change your life. That's strategy. Strategy is very important, but it isn't all of the thing. If you only take strategy into consideration, you will miss half or more than half of what I am teaching, because there are 2 other levels that are very, very important, if not more important than strategy, which are the energy, the energetics, and the mindset behind all what I teach. And that's the same thing in life. If you only consider life through the lens of the material, the things you see, you can taste, you can touch, the 3D, well, you're missing out. Very powerful, unlimited. You're missing out a whole piece of life. And my job is to open your consciousness, your awareness, and draw your attention to what you can't feel, taste, touch, and see, but to really draw your attention to honoring life, to all the subtle, the energetic part, which is fundamental. So listen to this masterclass not only with your brain waiting for the tips and tools and the strategy, but with all your senses open, ready to receive. And today we're going to talk about receiving, which is the feminine energy, which is a very important part. Okay, so we need to learn how to receive other things than just material things, and receive the energy, receive the dynamics, receive the feelings, receive all of life. And life is not just in the 3D. Life is not just what we see, taste, and touch. It is much more than that. So my job is like that's what I say sometimes to my coaching groups. I say, you just have a t-shirt which is too small for you, and I just stretching the arms, stretching the collar, stretching the whole your whole t-shirt to widen your perspective, because this world needs people that see beyond. This world needs people that live beyond what is beyond what we see, what we experience just right now. Because law of attraction, and I talk a lot about that in my Vortex program, is the law of energy. And law of attraction is not, it's not a question of, I don't believe in it. So law of attraction is not a thing. Law of attraction is scientific. Law of attraction is scientifically based. Okay. So it's not, I don't believe, I think I can choose. No, law of attraction is law of attraction, period. Whether you want it or not, it is. Now, if you attract things in your life you're not satisfied with, well, you better open your awareness, your consciousness to this law of attraction so that you can play a better part in attracting what you really want for your business, for your life, for all areas in your life. And this is my job. coach people into this. And I enter the door I take to coach my clients is usually on business, because when you align on business, when you have this problem to solve in business, and when you receive coaching by me, then everything aligns, because we are individuals. It's not just a question of well, I'm just solving a problem in this area, which is business, and then I have all other stuff going on in other areas of my life, and so I'll do that later. No, we are individuals, meaning that we are not dividable. We can't divide ourselves. It's always us going to work, us having relationships, us dealing with our environment. It's always a question of us. So once you get it in one area, then everything aligns. And that's the magnificence of neuroplasticity, the magnificence of awareness, of consciousness, of alignment, of soul work. So, right after this short introduction, which was plain, not planned, but inspired, what we saw yesterday was about how to plan, how to deal, how to manage your days, your weeks, how to have a nice, good process that will support your projects, your business, your dreams, whatever you want to manifest, whatever you want to bring and create here on earth. Okay. And I have listed 7 points yesterday. The first 3 were really simple. You have to have a very simple process, because otherwise you wouldn't want to do it, to put it into place. It has to be quick to put into place, because then there's no point of if it takes too much time putting into place. Well, it's going to be heavy in your organization. So it has to be simple. It has to be quick. It has to be efficient, of course. If there is no results, why having a process which will help you, which will support you to take action? So already with these 3 questions, I asked you today, in your current situation, is your planning process, is the way you are managing your days, your schedule, your agenda, your weeks, etc. You can already see if there are not a little things to change, so that they can align with these 3 principles: simple, quick, and efficient. Okay. Then I talked to you about do you include some time for the unexpected, because you know that life is always full of unexpected things that just pop into your life every day. You plan a certain number of things and it never happens like you have planned. You know that. We all know that. So if you want a good process that supports the creation of whatever project you want, you have to include time, space for the unexpected. And you also, that was the 4th point. The 5th point was you also have to include space for inspiration, because same thing, when inspiration comes, it just happens. It just is there. So be ready for inspiration, because sometimes the inspirations, the impulses you receive are opportunities that are just life-changing. So listen, be aware. That was a very important point. Then the 6th point was your way of getting organized, your agenda, your schedule should be serving you, should be at service, and you should not be squeezed or or stressed by this agenda or the way things are planned in your life, because then you feel that you don't control everything, but it's this agenda or your schedule who is controlling you. So hey, I'm reminding you that you are the pilot, you are the captain. You have to take your power, take your leadership, and stop giving your power to random circumstances. Well, sometimes there are, of course, unexpected things and you can't do otherwise, but it's important always to remind yourself, hey, is it me controlling this? Is it me leading? I don't like the word controlling, but is it really me leading this? Or am I just being controlled by others? Am I just under the influence of life happening to me? Or am I taking my power? Am I just reactive? Which means, well, my boss is waiting for this project due on this date. Oh, now it's time to go to the friend's house. Now it's time to plan my vacation. Now it's time to make the meals. Now it's time for my gym, whatever. But do you realize that when you react like this to your schedule, you react. To which extent are you proactive? Are you only reacting because it's time? So you didn't really choose the thing. Okay, it's time for a meal. It's time to go to the restaurant. It's time to go to the movie. It's time to go and have a meeting with your team. Whatever. It's maybe time. But which part of leadership is there in there? So I brought your awareness to this. Your schedule should not lead you. You are leading your schedule. And then the last point we saw yesterday was you have to build your way of planning your days, your weeks on a firm basis of meaning and purpose. Because getting organized for the sake of getting organized, who cares? At the end of our life, when we're going to leave this planet Earth, that will not be the question. But at that moment, when it's going to be too late to do anything, the question will be about love. Did I love my work? Did I love the people around me? Did I tell them I loved them? Did I love my life? Did I love myself enough to be courageous and brave enough to put into place my projects, my dreams, and have a good planning organization process to support this and make them really happen? And only under those conditions I will be in peace to leave, because I will have the satisfaction of having done my best and having dared, being brave enough to listen to the calling of my soul and have this really concrete day-to-day process which helped me on a regular basis to take action and bring my desires, my projects, my business, my life to what I desired the most. So this is a real talk. This is a real deep talk. And it would be shameful to have this talk with yourself only when you realize that you're going to leave this earth. We better have this important, authentic, real, deep talk, heart-centered, soul-centered talk with ourselves right now, not waiting for the drama to come in our lives, not waiting for when it's going to be too late. So guys, this is all what it's about. It's about aligning our concrete just concrete taking actions, agenda, planner. Align all what you do on the concrete with things that really matter, not just going through our days and going in front of Netflix every evening because one day is done. No, we have to honor this life. We have to honor the callings inside of us. We have to honor our impulses, our intuitions, our projects, our heart-centered desires. So today is the day. Today is the time for us to wake up and align all of that so that we will feel so much life, so much alive, so much satisfaction, so much vibration, so much good vibes in ourselves. And we're not doing this only for ourselves. Well, first of all, we do it for us. But while we follow our wishing stars, while we follow our projects, and we do that, and we understand the joy, the pleasure with which we can conduct all that, we are a source of inspirations for others. We, by this way of leading our lives, we automatically, unconsciously lead others. Hey, and today our world needs so many leaders, heart-centered leaders. Our world is craving for just happy, joyful leaders out there who are happy to serve, who are happy to give birth to their projects, who are happy to listen to the inner guidance. My gosh, this is so powerful. So I invite you, as I said a couple of minutes ago, to listen to this class, these 2 masterclass, not only with your brain, but with your whole body, your heart, your soul. Because behind the words I'm saying right now, and words can teach a little, but what really teaches is the energy, the mindset, the subtle that you are receiving right now. And so today, good transition, perfect transition. This is going to be the 8th point, and we're going to talk about receive, the art of receiving. Receiving what? Receiving inspiration, receiving energy to create, receiving the results, receiving the abundance, the money, the clients, the satisfaction, the joy, the pleasure. Okay? So, if you really want to feel satisfaction, worthiness, accomplishment, and we are all in this. We all want to go to sleep at night feeling worthy, feeling accomplished, feeling satisfied. We all want this. So if we want to feel all of these good feelings, and if we want to feel these feelings, especially, in our business, in our projects, in our life, we are going to have to dive into the awareness of connecting to who we are. There is no way around. We can't just live our life at surface because we're going to miss a very big point. If we only live our life with what we see, which is the tip of the iceberg, we're just missing the whole game. So this today is going to be about receiving it. And receiving is not only connecting to who you are, okay? Because you can connect to who you are just by being present right now, okay? But not only you just connect, being in the now, being with yourself, going inwards, but receiving is letting in the information. It is receiving the guidance. So it's a step further than just being here. And it's receiving the guidance that's coming first before doing. So receiving, that's a very important point. Receiving is also about receiving from the outer world. So we have to receive from our inner guidance, okay? But we also have to have the ability to be capable of receiving. And as a coach, as a therapist, as a healer, I can tell you that lots of people have so many things popping in their lives that can be really pleasurable, but they don't know how to receive. And I'm going to give you an example a little further. Are we able to receive the abundance, the lucky stuff, even though luck doesn't really exist if we understand the complexity of law of attraction? There is no luck, but we can say it just with our vocabulary. So are we able to receive the signs, receive the guidance, receive the synchronicities? Because our inner guidance system is also showing up out in the world, where to go. The signs can be inside, but the signs can be outside. You will see them out inside and outside. And are you able to receive the results, the good that will flow into your reality? And surely I can tell I myself have trouble receiving. And that's why I talk about it, because it's a subject that I've been working on. And I can see in my clients and just looking outside, lots of people, receiving is not that easy. It's not that natural. And receiving is all about the feminine energy. So I'm going to talk to you about the feminine and the masculine energy more precisely a little further. But you can see that in receiving, there's the masculine energy, okay? And today, in business and in this material 3D world, we are more in the masculine energy. So receiving is the feminine energy, and the masculine energy is output. Feminine energy is input, I receive, and masculine energy is output. It's the priority is given to the doing, to what we seek, to what we can taste, feel, touch, hear, listen, okay? We have to take action. We have to make things happen. We have to be busy. And if we don't get the right results, which we are waiting for, then what do we have to do? We have to try harder. We have to do more. And we are in this mode of managing, optimizing, being efficient as most as possible. This is the masculine energy. And this is what people around you and the world around you wait from you. This is what people are waiting from you to do. It's the common idea. Everyone, this is how this world is pretty much functioning around. You are supposed to act and behave in that way. You have to do things. If you do nothing and if you're just laying down on your sofa, there's a problem. You're not going to make things happen. You're not going to be able to have the results. You have to try harder. And this is a belief that if we work harder, we will get more results, more money, more clients, more satisfaction. So that's the equation. Try harder, work harder, and you get more results. And so what is honored here is if we make lots of efforts. What is honored is if we struggle a lot. If we don't count the number of hours of pushing, of pulling, of doing, of trying. And only in that space, only if we struggle enough, only then we are worthy enough to claim our space. If we do not if we not put out so much effort, then we're not worthy enough. That is what is globally turning around in our society and in life, and that's the way we have been brought up for the most part. This is the way of going through life since childhood, and this is such a common pattern. That's what I wrote in my notes. So we are not comfortable when we're doing nothing for some minutes. And here, this is my example. I've had one of my clients, a business owner, and we were working together for a while. And one day he was really feeling awful, but really stressed out and awful. And why? Because his business was at last going along real well because of all the work we have done to fulfill his greatest desires. He wanted his business to go real well. And I coached him through this, and my gosh, his strongest desires became to manifest in the reality. And he had good relationships with his team at last. Everything was just coming together. It was perfect. And all of a sudden he had time for playing tennis, for having lunch with his friends and families. And he just felt so bad. That's absolutely extraordinary. Come on. Everything at last was manifesting because of all the work he went through, and I coached him for all that. And at last, everything was getting great, and he was totally stressed out because all his life he was following a struggle pattern. If there's nothing to solve, if there's nothing to fight, there's a problem, because in his pattern, he had to make his way. He had to fight his way. And so he fought his way to at last obtain a super business and teams running along and having time for himself. But he was unable to enjoy. He was just stressed out, feeling guilty. And I'm looking at if I have other things to tell you about this. Because he felt so bad because he was still playing the old patterns, the old games he was playing on replay ever since the struggle. And so, well, I helped him through this also so that he could at last relax and enjoy and have pleasure and have real pleasure in reaping the benefits of all of what he put into place. And so now he's much more relaxed, and it's beautiful to see all the change and the transformation. But as you see in our system, when there is no problem, when you can sit down and relax, well, this is not honored. This is, my client felt so guilty, and he was unable to give himself permission to have pleasure and joy into this. So doing nothing for us, and when I say us, it's you and me and most part of people, we feel guilty when there's nothing to do. We are all in this energy of output. If I have to do this, I'm not finished. I have to make this. But what I want to say about this is that when there is nothing to do, like in this case, it doesn't mean that being in the nothing means that there's nothing that's going on. Because in nature, when you see winter, for example, no leaves on the trees, just maybe snow, and it seems that everything is still. Well, winter is preparing for spring. And Same thing as when we sleep. When we sleep, we stop doing, right? But when we sleep, the best things happen in our body, in our bodies, in our mental, in our emotional, in our energetic bodies. And what happens behind the curtains of this is unseen from us, but is so important. So in our Occidental world, we act as if only only action, only the doing, only the things that we can see is honored. But I remind you that we are in this paradoxical world where we need sun, but we need rain. We need action and we need rest. It's always the double. It's always one side and the other. We have pleasure and we struggle, but struggle is needed to know when we have pleasure. There is always this balance, because when we are in this mode of sleeping, of winter, of doing nothing, we should not feel guilty about this, because while we're apparently doing nothing, very important things are going on. And this is fundamental to know and to integrate and to activate into yourself. Because in this winter, when we're doing nothing, there's preparation going on. There's integration going on. There is calibration going on. There is increase of vibration. Because when you're doing nothing, like for example, when you're meditating or just going for a walk in the forest, or just standing still in nature, just feeling nature and not being in your mind anymore. The mind is the one who gives us illusion of separation of who we are. I explained this in my online program, The Vortex. I explained to you all the things about law of attraction, all about how energy works, all about how to increase your vibration, how to deal with the ups and downs, and what do the downs mean, and how to navigate the downs to get up again, and I explained to you all of this. It's wonderful. It just changed my life. And while you're meditating, while you're doing nothing, and when you quiet your mind a little bit, and you can there are many ways to quiet your mind. You can do stupid things. You can knit. you can just sit, meditate, or just breathe, or go into your bath, whatever. When you quiet your mind, you get out of your own way. And when you get out of your own way, you let your inner being glow. You let your natural state of being come to the surface. It will come back naturally. And so that's why when you do nothing, your vibration increases naturally. You have nothing to do. You don't have to try to increase your vibration. You just have to have no thoughts for a couple of seconds, couple of minutes, or just breathe, or just be right now, and stop trying to whatever do, and just being there. And as you just be there, you just get out of your own way, and automatically your natural state just pops up. And your natural state is this vortex. It is our inner being, which is in this vortex, and I explained to you all about in my program, and you can have the links or ask me the links in my message under the video. And when you are in this natural state of being who you really are, which is love, abundance, satisfaction, joy, pleasure, and all those peace, and all those beautiful components, unity, When we are who we really are, we're not in judgment anymore. We are open to healing, to repair, to reharmonization. We are open to transformation, to alchemy. We are open to this inner guidance. We open the door to the flow of life. We open the door to this magnificent flow of energy. We open to the door to hearing our soul, our inner being, our source, whatever you call it as you want. We are connected at that time. And so I just want to tell you a sentence right now, which you will have to underline, because it is so important. Life is not logical. Life is energetical. Life is not logical. It is all about energetics. So that's why we have to look beyond what is in front of us today. Okay? So, while we're doing nothing, there's not nothing going on. There is much, much more going on. And we have to integrate this and learn how to really embody it. So, I said that there was this common belief in our world that makes us feel bad when we stop managing, thinking, solving, doing, okay? And when we enjoy, when we have pleasure in business and life, while others struggle at all levels, well, it's not really seen as something good from the outer perspective. We don't like people that just glide through life very easily. A little bit of struggle is honored and better in this world. But we operate in an upside down way, okay? So this perpetual mode of doing, of pushing, pulling, trying, and struggling, well, it gets in our way all the time, and it doesn't serve us, even though the belief pretends that it is the only way to get the results. So that's why I have to, well, I draw your attention to bring your perspective, have another point of perspective so that you can see things from this wider and broader perspective and see that that is only maybe a common belief that most people believe in, but it's not true. It isn't true. Okay, so this mode is dominant in our society, and it is this masculine energy. And it is misused here in our everyday lives, okay, because there is a lot of unbalance. I'm not saying that the masculine energy is negative, not at all. There is just a problem of balance. Okay, the feminine energy in business, particularly in our world, is not balanced with the masculine. Sometimes there's too much of one, and then there's this imbalance. Now let's explain what I mean behind the masculine and the feminine. First, just one thing, whether we are a man or a woman, we have both masculine and feminine energy inside us, and we use them to live, okay? And if we want things to function correctly in our life, in our business, whatever area, we have to find an equal balance between both of them. So now I'm going to explain what is the masculine energy and what is the feminine energy. The masculine principle that we all have inside us, it's each time we take action, we are activating this masculine energy, because the masculine energy is this solar energy. It's a quick energy. It's the man, the father, the son, this masculine identity who says, I have confidence in you. I have unconditional love in you. Now go explore the world. You're safe. This is fun. Let's go. So that is masculine energy. Let's go. Go explore the world. You have the capacity. I know, I'm confident in you, and you can go. So you can right now see that if in your life this hasn't been done, whether it's from your father or from a masculine person in your life, whether it's a teacher, an uncle, or whatever, godfather. If this hasn't been done, you probably have a masculine energy that hasn't been that hasn't been integrated completely in you. And so maybe you have trouble with procrastination, with taking action, with feeling insecurity, with exploring things. That can give you a hint about all of those things that we have trouble with. So the masculine energy is go, do, have, explore. It's taking action. It's getting organized. It's planning. It's this direct energy. It leads. It's straightforward. It's giving. The masculine energy is this output. Okay, he says to his child, now we're going to cut symbolically, you now are big, old enough. I cut the umbilical cordon with your mother, and now I know, son, that I have confidence in you, and you can have confidence, and you can go explore the world. And it's not because you're a man or you're a woman, grown up, maybe 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. It's not because you're adult that you can explore the world just like that with facility and joy and playfulness and curiosity. This is a real issue for us adults. We have to, the way we have been brought up can tell us all about the way we will take action, the way we will take risks, the way we will explore. If we had parents that were scared for us, maybe we will be scared to explore the new. We prefer stay in what we know. We will not go and explore and test things and with the facility that we would love, because in some part we have been not brought up with this confidence that the masculine energy has not been transmitted. So the feminine energy is, so the receiving energy, it's the input, okay? It's inside, it's slow, it's hidden, it's symbolized by the moon. The masculine energy is the solar energy because it's action, it's during the day. The feminine is, it's hidden, it's a reflection, it's inner, it's going inside, is taking care of. It's all about, well, how do I feel about this? What am I feeling? It's loving, it's having compassion, it's taking time. Because when a woman is pregnant, well, it takes time to have this baby coming out, birth. So it takes time to be delivered. It's the inner work. And so those are the two energies that we all have, whether we are a man and a woman. So each time you check in and say, well, I think I'm tired today. I think it would be better for me to go to sleep early tonight. Well, you are activating your feminine energy. And when you say to yourself, well, I've got to do this, I have to plan this, I have to call someone, that is masculine energy. It's as simple as that. So what do these two energies have to do with business, with getting organized and life? So let's see what nature teaches us, okay? Because this is a natural, beautiful, balanced pattern of creation. The feminine, the masculine energy, okay? And this beautiful, balanced pattern of creation should inspire us when we want to create. And whether it's a business or project or whatever, we have to welcome these two energy and create a balance between them. So, before having a baby, for example, so before creating a project, the woman just is. She glows. The woman, she doesn't have to do anything. She is. She is beauty. She is love. She is magnetic. She is attraction. And she knows who she is. She knows she is a woman. She knows that she carries life. It just is, okay? And she is ready. She says when she is ready to receive the masculine, to create. She's not working, she's not trying, she's not struggling. She just is magnetic. And she tells when she is ready to open the door. She then receives the man, she receives the masculine. And she received this baby, this creation is in her womb, okay? With patience, with peace, and the baby grows. So this is, you're going to see where I'm going, because I'm just telling you a story of the masculine and the feminine. And you can see throughout my words where I'm going to go with business. It is exactly following the same pattern. And so she has this baby in her womb, inside her, in the secret place of her womb. At first, we can't even see something, but there is something, there is creation that there is there. It is hidden, okay? It takes time, it's hidden, it's in the secret of her inner being. It grows silently, but it's going to be beautiful. And the creation of masculine and feminine grows at first away from what can be seen. So it grows in the intimacy, okay? In the secrecy of her body. So when the baby is born, the masculine gives concrete help when needed. And the masculine assists the feminine when needed. And the feminine takes care of the child's needs as he grows. She calibrates. Okay, now what does he need now? Now he's getting a little older. Now maybe I have to change my way of doing. Now I'm going to adapt to this baby who's becoming a little child and who's growing and growing, okay? So she does that through intuition, through flexibility. She adapts to every new situation. And the masculine is here to give her some help and to support what's going on between her and the child. And he gives the concrete. He gives, if we have these patterns, he gives the money, maybe he gives a hand. He helps out for things that are that a woman might not have the capacity when she's just delivered the baby. With his force, his strong body, he gives, he participates. Okay, so how do we translate that into real life? This means that before letting in this masculine energy of doing, we have to do the inner work, which means, what am I getting organized for? Why am I doing this? What is my project? Where am I? What's the subject? For whom? To whom? Why? Who am I to do this? What would I like it? It's all this inner work. And if we want to operate from an aligned place, and if we want our just concrete actions to be aligned with who we are, we absolutely have to do this inner work of going inside and finding out who we are and what is the baby that we are giving birth to. What is the creation? What is the project? And who we are doing this? And who we are doing this. So when we do this inner work, and we do that, I really guide you in the program, my first program, which is Sacred Cells, I have this special exercise where I question your soul. And it's such a powerful exercise. When I have done it one day, it was just absolutely life-changing. So it's extraordinary. And by doing that, you get in touch with who you really are, and then you can receive the masculine, which means you can then enter the masculine, which is doing, to orient your tasks, your actions in the right direction. So that is so powerful. So in this co-creation, there is not one that is better than the other. We have to get this out of our head. There's not the victim of one and the persecutor of the other. No, let's stop with this. This is what we commonly hear in society. Masculine and feminine energy work hand in hand. And each energy has its specificity, its beautiful specific, whatever. It's beautiful specifics. And we have to honor both. Now, stop the victimization, he's the bad guy, she's the bad girl, I'm a victim. Stop this. We are never going to end the unbalance between the masculine and the feminine today in our world if we are always showing the bad guy, the wrong, the victim, and the persecutor. If we are in this mode of this is good, this is bad, we're not going to get out of it. We have to understand there is no good, no bad. There is only co-creation of these two perfect energies that need each other to co-create. This is fundamental. So, co-creation, feminine. What did I write? The feminine turns inward to never lose sight of who she is. That's the same thing when you have a project or product or something that is birthing. When you are selling something, for example, or when you are putting out something into the world, you should, of course, in upstream, prepare, do this feminine work, and then let in this masculine energy to make things happen. But it's not the end. You always have to keep in touch with your feminine energy, which I said is taking care of this child that is growing. Your product, your project is growing. Your project is navigating the changes, the transformations, the market, whatever. So we always have to keep in touch with this feminine energy. Is this okay? Is this still the right direction? Do we have to move, and do we have to change directions? And well, the feminine energy will help you know what you need for your brand, for example, know what you need for your company, know what you need for your life. And then you will bring in this masculine energy so that you will put into the concrete, the manifest, the changes that you felt upstream and that were aligned to who you are and that would be good for whatever project you are giving birth to. So we have to understand that the masculine and the feminine energy, it's like ping pong. It should be an eternal ping pong with this co-creation. It's your turn, now it's your turn, and now it's together, and then it's your turn, and it's your turn, and now it's together. It's not, well, this is done, take action, and then we're done. No, it's a never-ending history, story of co-creation. The masculine comes in the game when the woman is ready, when the project is ready. So when the woman checks in, the masculine energy, the feminine energy checks in and says, we're going to go this way now. Then the masculine energy comes when this is ready, when this is mature, when it's ready to take to turn, ready to take the lead, ready to go explore something new, the masculine will assist. Okay, so I hope you can now really understand and feel the importance of these two energies. And the thing is, in our world, since the feminine energy is a lot of inner work, and it is not seen, it's behind the curtains, it isn't valued in our Occidental world because there is no immediate visible results. Okay, the results, you're not doing things that you can see, taste, and touch. Okay. But this inner work is just the foundation. So if you have to take some time, sit down and tell yourself, well, am I going in the right direction with this action, with this goal, with this project, with this in my business, with this in my life? So as you can see, the time and space for the feminine is absolutely needed if you don't want to go in the wrong direction, if you want to align to what is in your heart, in your inspiration. Okay, the pregnant woman, it's beautiful. Look at pregnant women. They have this deep inner knowing that something sacred is getting prepared inside her. She has this notion, she has this attitude of honoring life in herself. And that's the same thing that we should do when we are heart and soul centered with dealing with our lives, dealing with our project, whatever project, even very concrete project. It is to have this deep inner knowing that the project you are giving birth to is sacred. It is from this co-creation of masculine and feminine energy inside you that you are giving birth to. And it's your way of honoring life. It's your way of honoring life that flows into you. It's your way of honoring and respecting who you really are. And in respecting and honoring yourself, you are respecting and honoring others. That's why this deep inner work is just beneficial for everyone, for the world. So I've just said that. You can see masculine and feminine energy work hand in hand. So if you want satisfaction, alignment, purpose, this is what the 8th point is all about. Being able to receive. So the question is, before taking action, it's necessary to take time and activate this feminine energy to receive. Who am I? What is my intuition? What are my impulses? What is my guidance? What do I feel for even this product? This is not spirituality in the realm of fairy tales. This is anchored spirituality. This is concrete spirituality. That's why it's so interesting. This is, how do I do with what I feel, this guidance? And do I give permission to myself to honor what is given to me inside, what is given to me to see inside? And do I honor what is given to me after all this work to see and to receive outside in my world? The results, the transformation. So if you want to get organized in a concrete way, if you want to plan your days, your weeks, you must go through this process of aligning with who you are, what you want, and why. And this is what I teach in my 3 programs. And you have a special bundle for the 3 programs. You can buy the program separately if you want. But as I explained yesterday, I teach you sacred sales, how to sell, the confidence in yourself, the confidence in what you sell, whatever you're selling, services, product, or your project in front of your team, or selling yourself to get a job, or confidence in who you are, confidence in what you're presenting to the world, and confidence in the people who are your possible clients, and calibrating to the energy of sales, and calibrating to this confidence, these 3 confidence. And I have lots of meditations for you. And to amplify the energy, once you know where you're heading, then I have this other program, which is the vortex, and it is to amplify this energy, to have a better focus, and to give this energy of, this is my baby, this is my creation, this is what I want to put out to the world, to offer to the world, honoring myself and the others. And for that, energetics and mindset are absolutely needed. And I explained to you all of the mechanisms of law of attraction. And my gosh, this vortex program, I went through it. I listened back. I looked at all my notes last week, and I was able to see all what I delivered. And it is so powerful. So powerful. And I dropped much more than what I said I dropped. If you go on the sales page, I say a couple of things, but I put more than what I said. So you have surprises in there, and you have extra meditations. And this morning I had this idea. I'm probably going to drop something else again, so that you have everything for manifestation, for you have everything to understand the alchemy, understand all, you have all the puzzles, all the pieces of puzzles to put together so that you can make things happen. And now in this upcoming program, which is the Clear Path, and which is coming on Monday, this Monday, I think it's the 3rd, yes, 3rd of October, 1 p.m. If you want to assist it live, you can subscribe right now, or then you'll have the replays. And this will help you set goals. It will help you with your priorities. Sometimes we have priorities, but we have so many priorities. Which one's the good one? Okay. We're going to talk about how to stop procrastination, how to deal with tasks you don't like. I'm going to answer lots of questions all about how to have more pleasure and joy in things you currently do, how to stop being preoccupied, how to stop being stressed, how to keep up with determination, commitment, motivation, and so much more. So much more, because I always teach at 3 levels: energetics, so you will always have an energetic part; mindset, you will always have a mindset part; and strategy. And here in the Clear Path, there is a lot of strategy, so your brain, your mind is very happy about this. And usually, this program is going to be much larger than what I usually give to my top senior executives, to which I teach, because I'm adding a lot, because I am myself growing. And this time it's going to be very big, and you will have a lot from me at these 3 levels. Okay. So with all that has been said, the 8 points yesterday and today, I just invite you to finish this, to check in and reflect. What are you living now? how can these principles help you? And how can you help yourself turn things around so that you can create, you can plan, you can take action in a smoother flow of aligned energy? Okay, so this is valuable for everyone for who wants to take responsibility in business or in life. Okay, so to help you, you have my online programs. If you feel called to them, I would be really honored to welcome you in these very powerful programs. This is the result of years of experimenting, of years of practice. I've been helping people for more than 10 or 12 years now, and I've been in personal development for about 25 years. And as I said, my children are from ages 25 to 11. So I'm not just a Minute Maid coach. I have a lot of experience in so many different areas. So I have a lot of experience. And what I'm delivering this year is, I think, the most powerful things that I have never delivered, because I myself made some quantum leaps these past months. And this is what life is about. So if you feel called to work with me, there are my online programs. I have a special bundle for Sacred Sales, Vortex, and the Clear Path. But you may want to work one-to-one with me. So send me a message if you like, or you may want to have just one coaching 90-minute session with me. So I can give you the link also. And all of that is to give you more clarity, more confidence in what you want to build, to be really aligned with who you are. The world needs you. The world is calling for you right now. And your inner being is the first one who is calling for you too. So I hope you enjoyed these 2 days of masterclass. I enjoyed a lot doing this. This is my passion. And feel free to like, to subscribe, and especially to share if you feel that people that you know may be interested in my work. So I would be very happy to hear from you. Leave me a comment. And if you want to follow and see behind the scenes on my Instagram account, please come in and stay tuned, because I will be posting more and more videos, maybe in French too, on English. I'm not sure right now. I know the subjects, but things will be clarifying on the way. And so I wish you the best. And thank you for listening.